Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
All right, so we're back. This is another edition of Tapped In with Time Flies. This is actually a special edition. I haven't actually done a Zoom interview since they allowed the lockdown on my studio. So I've been back in the studio. But I'm always open to doing Zoom interviews with people that I want to have on the show. This lady that's with me now was one of those people. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's definitely kind of a different. This is giving me quarantine vibes all over again. Giving me quarantine vibes all over again. I was stuck in the house on Zoom literally every week for like 6 months, just doing interviews and stuff like that. Feels a little different, but I'm back. So yeah, I'm here with someone who, how would you best describe just the how people would title what you do and just everything before I go ahead and start naming a bunch of things?
I would just announce myself as the Guyanese pop princess, Jourdin Pauline.
Okay. Well, Guyanese pop princess. I'm here with Jourdin Pauline.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with pronunciation and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling? Talk to me, man. What's going on?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really, really good. I just dropped my video Priceless yesterday.
When I pull up, everybody know when I pull up. And you can see it on me when I'm done up. Little bitch, fine. Fast, show up. Boys go hard when I show up. And you can tell it's on me.
Yesterday.
Okay. One time for prices. So how has that been since releasing Prices? How's the reaction been from just your fan base, the audience, and you, more importantly?
It's been really great feedback, from everybody. I'm just really happy we're able to drop something. I have another 2 videos coming this month because this is my birthday month. So I'm really going to feed my fans with gifts of new content, new music, new vibes,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Birthday, when's your birthday? You're a Leo?
August 23rd.
August 23rd. Okay. My birthday just was a couple weeks ago. I'm a Cancer. My birthday was the 16th of July. So we're right behind each other. Okay. I'm not mad at Leos. I don't really know too much about zodiac signs, but I know what comes before Cancer and what comes after Cancer. So that's good. And also, you said you're gearing up to give your fans some gifts, because although it is your birthday, your fans will feel obligated. Like, you know what? We know it's your birthday, but don't forget about us. Like, you got to do something for us too.
And that's a gift. So I like being able to drop and give people new music and videos and content and visuals. Like, I love that. Like, that's exciting for me. So I'm actually probably just going to be in the studio on my birthday as well, because I just love what I do. So
man, you sound just like me. Yo, listen, take some time and also make sure you enjoy your birthday too. All right, take some time. We need it. I'm the same exact person. I'm like, man, I don't really doing too much. I'm gonna be in the studio, and my friends gotta tell me like, man, listen, bro, you're in the studio and doing this and that all year round. You don't go ahead and take a couple hours off and go do something. So make sure you rest up and do something for yourself too. But so let's talk about, because you mentioned the music and stuff. Let's talk about, I want to know about your start in the music. And when did you kind of realize that music is something that you wanted to pursue professionally and just like was a passion of yours?
Really early on in my life, like I always knew what I wanted to do. I started professionally when I was 10 years old, writing for several artists and shows. And I pretty much geared up and decided to do my own thing when I was about 15.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I've been going ever since.
Okay. And where I know you're originally
from Georgetown, Guyana.
Okay. How was the commute or the move over here? Like, or were you always over here in the States?
No, I left when I was 6 from there and I went to Los Angeles.
Okay, so growing up in Cali. All right. Was it any influence from over there when you were living in California, like influence on like just music? I mean, obviously the culture, because you kind of were a kid still growing up over here, so probably LA is probably in you.
Definitely. I'm very inspired by both parts of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Came back from Guyana last week, so it just kind of refreshed my perspective on everything. And they both inspire me. Guyana definitely inspired me more with my music, but since I'm in America, I do tend to cater more to the American sound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am going to put on my GTs real soon.
Okay. Well, that's kind of good that you can kind of do both. Actually, you can incorporate originally where you're from and then kind of where you also grown up. It probably is kind of what would make you kind of like a special artist, because it's like, you can incorporate both into the music. Which I think people, because you never want to be you actually are somebody now that's kind of succeeding at what you do, and then you get to a certain point and you got the people that's like, man, don't forget where you came from, and you're from here and you don't really talk about us now. All you do is talk about being from LA. So that is kind of important that you kind of do make sure you go back and you stay in touch and in tune with who you are and where you come from, which I wish a lot more artists would kind of do too. So I'm just putting it out there for the people that see this. Make sure you guys are, doing that. All right. So getting into, so you said 15, you went out on your own. Explain, being out on your own at 15.
Sorry, I just woke up not too long ago.
We good. Listen, we in the crib. We on Zoom. We ain't, we ain't tripping.
How did I just first, like, I really, 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 really wanted my mom to and her team to just pretty much put me up in the studio. I told them what I wanted to do. Nobody really seen that for me. Mm-hmm. Then, instead of me trying to force this down their throat, let me go find my own resources and people to work with, just to show them. Mm-hmm. And I did. And I was able to make some records. I think I made it took me about like 8 records to actually have a good record.
That's very, very, very honest that you can say that.
Yeah. So after I've got my first actual good record, I was able to play it for my mom and everybody was like, oh wow, this is actually really good. Mm-hmm. And they started serious, and as time go on, anything you put your mind to and that you want to do, and people see you doing it, everybody can come on to it. So
yeah. Why do you feel like your mom or just people around you weren't really thinking you were kind of taking that kind of serious? Like, because
I grew up in the industry and mm-hmm. So she's very in the behind the scenes entertainment mm-hmm. So I was just around it all the time, learning different things about the industry.
Right.
Really expected me to want to do music as well, because like I'll be around all these artists and stuff, and I was inspired, honestly, growing up. It's always been something I wanted to do, though, not because my mom was in the field, but just because I genuinely felt like it was a calling. So
okay. Yeah, and if anything, you being exposed to just being around the industry and having someone close to you that was in the industry kind of would help you more. It'll kind of cement it for you. If that was something you already wanted to do, being around it, I feel like just further just cements it into your brain, into your heart. Like, you know what, I'm gonna be an artist one day, or I'm gonna at least start working at it early on, so that way I can perfect it when I get to it, as of age and able to do it. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like a lot of people, I get the story a lot from people that's, they feel like someone close to them or like their homies or their family wasn't more so, believing in them or thinking that this is something they really wanted to do. And then it kind of took for maybe a big break or for something to kind of pop off, people to be like, okay, all right, you might be serious. And now I'm here to help you. So that's always.
I mean, everything is for a reason. And I feel like some people really need that, because when I definitely knew that making music wasn't going to be easy. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be overnight success. I definitely knew that.
That matters too, because a lot of people, again, people see something that's working for somebody else, and for some reason people just think everything's just easy. Everything's gonna happen overnight. I'm gonna make a song, it's gonna blow up or it's gonna go viral and stuff. A lot of people think that, but they don't put like the content first. Like, I feel like a lot of people just don't think about just the song and the process of making a song and making this song as best as it can be. People just think about the result of making this one song. I think they kind of try to skip steps, which is why it doesn't work for everybody. And I think people need to get out of that mindset of thinking that, you know, it's granted, it can be a money play. Not just saying you got to get into it for different reasons, but it can be a money play. But the content always comes first. And you saying that your first couple of songs were terrible to your standard, and it wasn't to your eighth song, that shows me that, okay, you really was like going back and like, I don't like this, well, let's do this differently, or, you know, let's switch this up and do stuff like that. So a lot of people definitely do think that they don't kind of put the content first, and that's kind of what is always going to help you last in this industry, at least. And granted, I don't make songs, but that just goes for, I think, every single thing that people do. It's kind of like you got to make sure what you're doing is you put out the best product, because that's what's going to make people want to support you. You can do whatever, like you can be making crochet hats or something, like, and people go like, hey man, I love Jordan, so I'm going to support Jordan making her crochet. So that's, I feel like people got to actually pay more attention to that. You definitely do. Let's talk about Love Songs About Nobody. Was that your first like published project?
Yes.
Okay. How long were you working on the project before you last year?
Honestly, working on that EP for a long time. It was something that I like wrote down as a kid, and then pretty much every song I was making was going to go on this album at the time. And then it was just like a lot of like recording in the closet and just like trap studios, and just pretty much really cultivated my sound. Took a really long time. And then I ended up losing my hard drive 4 times.
Oh, 4 times?
Yeah, so I lost a lot of music. And then I ended up going in the studio with Killer B, Brian Bates. And we ended up making the EP in like 4 days, 3 days. That the one that's out. So yeah.
Is there any song? Jesus, 4 times, Jordan. That's a who was in charge of that?
No, because I mean it was getting stolen, and like it was like pretty much out of my control. I think they want to lose their music that they work so hard on, but it was like people stealing and unnecessary stuff.
Have you like ever got, well, I mean, obviously the stuff is going, but people stealing it. Those songs are just going forever. You've never heard nothing about nobody trying to offer it back to you, like, yo, I stole your stuff, yo, I'll get it back for X amount of money. Like, none of that has happened. It's just gone.
They're gone.
Well, somebody out there sitting on a couple records, whoever that person is, you know, we're gonna see about trying to see about that. So when it was finished, were you kind of satisfied with everything? Granted, I know you lost, you know, numerous amount of records, but were you just kind of satisfied, or losing the so many records just kind of help your process?
It helped my process by realizing that I shouldn't just sit on music anymore. Like I would sit on a lot of songs. I still have I have so much music, and I just feel like I just, you know, but I really wanted my first project to be something that I prepared people for. Like I feel like my first project is a great taster, you know what I'm saying? Like a great appetizer for what's to come.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You one of those people that kind of when you sit on records and you want to put it on your project, and you be like, all right, I heard this song 17 million times. I don't want it on the project no more. Let's take it off and switch it. You one of those people?
My mom and my managers, they be like, this is a great song. And I'm like, I'm over it. I don't really like it.
Yeah, right.
They had to pretty much bully me on a couple songs that's out now. And those are actually doing really well. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I shouldn't just always listen to my own thought.
Yeah, because then it helps by the time the song comes out, and then the people get it, and then the people are kind of force feeding it to you too, because they're like, I love this record, and you like, oh my god, I heard this record 48 million times. And it's like, all right, let me fall in love with the record all over again. So I would definitely say yes. Make sure you're not beating yourself in the head with the music that you do making. Granted, if you do love it, but just leave a little space for the people to kind of, because once they get it, the fans are going to force feed it to you too. Like next thing you know, everybody's on TikTok and it's on Instagram. So make sure you do that right. Now I want to talk about, you have some TV credits in here. Talk about some of the shows you were on and appearances you made on television.
I had an official
Hip Hop, I see Bad Girls Club, America's Next Top Model.
I just wrote songs that were placed in those shows.
Okay, so you didn't appear on TV.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't in the Bad Girls Club. I wasn't on any of those shows.
I was gonna
I
say, 'cause I would have like, oh, she looks familiar. Let's hear her on the shows.
No, I just wrote some songs and yeah.
Okay, so songwriter. Well, obviously, have you written for any like other artists?
Yes, a lot of other artists.
A lot. Are we able to say, or is this like we just kind of we not able to say?
I have a lot of stuff pending that I really can't talk about, but
Understandable.
a lot of faves in the category.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Is there a dream collaboration for you?
My dream collaboration is Pharrell. Yeah, about Pharrell.
Just Pharrell. That's it. Just only Pharrell.
I mean, Pharrell and Drake, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, but Pharrell.
Never mad at anything those two make. So yeah. Sound like a dream. Sound like a dream to me. How about anybody that kind of anyone that inspired you musically? Like, is there anybody you kind of felt like you were listening to that made you want to kind of just not even take some of their sound or something that they were doing, but just incorporate it in your music? Like, is it somebody you listened to and was like, this person, their music, what they do musically inspires me?
I mean, Prince and Minnie Riperton.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of rock bands, Patra, but I get inspired by the music, but I do my best not to get.
Try to. I get it. Yeah, because you want to get like a lot of people would take because it's easy to be inspired by another great artist, and you next thing you know you're trying to take what they got going on and kind of incorporate it into your sound, and people are like, oh, you sound like XYZ, or that's what this person did first. But I know it's so hard nowadays because you have people like, excuse me, the artists you just named, Prince and many those are like legends. Like, damn, how can I not want to kind of replicate what these people are doing or what they've done? So I don't know why people get a lot of flack for stuff like that. It's like, man, the people are put here to inspire other artists such as yourself. Like, so if I want to take something and add this into it, I should be able to do that without people criticizing it. But that's the times we live in. A lot of people just think everything is just, you go in there, you do everything on your own, and it should be like that. That's how the music industry works. Casual people. All right, so let's talk about, we're in 2022. Your project was last year. Is there any? Well, we're damn near halfway through 2022. The project, is there a project on the way for sometime in the latter part of this year, third quarter, fourth quarter?
Deluxe is coming definitely this year. Definitely.
The Deluxe.
Yes, we're not going into 2023 on the Deluxe vibe. We're going to drop that Deluxe this year. So we'll drop a new project, new album, new vibe, new era. But the Deluxe is also going to be an introduction to the new vibe, new everything era, But definitely Deluxe coming this year.
This year, do we have like a maybe like a fall, winter, December? I don't want to say, because then people are going to bully you into, once we get close to like a November, they're going to tell you, all right, ask you, where's that?
But probably around in November. I'm not going to drop it when the big dogs drop, but I'm probably definitely, we'll see. It's going to be the Deluxe should be, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, well, Jourdin, I want to thank you for joining me on this episode. Something that we supposed to do a couple times, but I had a lot of this dumb things going on that I had to handle. But I definitely want to say thank you. And we are looking forward to. I'm going to be listening to you, so I'm going to make sure I tap in. Also got November, so I'm gonna make sure I check in with you when we get closer to November to see what's up with the Deluxe, if the fans don't do it already. So I'm gonna make sure I stay on top of that. And just thank you for taking the time and just sitting down and coming up here and explaining, what was going on with Jourdin.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, make sure you go ahead and follow Jourdin Pauline on all platforms. You can let them know where they can find you and everything.
You can follow me on Instagram at JOURDINPAULINE. That is on everything. Check out paulinegoodies.com, merch, available now, and the proceeds are going to a good cause. So,
oh, we definitely supporting. We definitely support. I'm gonna go ahead on that now and go grab some. You got anything for like guys?
Yeah. Go check out Pauline Goodies. More goodies coming soon. And then Priceless video out now, just dropped yesterday. So make sure to go check it out on YouTube and subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe.
She just took I end every episode with that on my show. So what she just said to do for her, make sure you guys do the same for me. And subscribe, like, comment, all of that. So once again, thank you, and we'll be in touch. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.